Immigration enforcement remains a flashpoint in American politics right now, especially with what's happening in Minnesota following the killing of a woman there who was protesting ICE tactics. President Trump is again threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act to crack down on that opposition. Meanwhile, tonight, we're learning about a troubling incident here in our region last week that has ICE on the defensive once again. Investigative Post reporting a researcher at UB took a wrong turn at the Peace Bridge and landed in federal custody, even though he is here legally on a work visa. J. Shoemaker with Investigative Post has been reporting on this story. Give us the rundown. I mean, how did this happen?
So on January 7th, the man, his name is Shovgi Huseynov. He was driving, accidentally made the wrong turn onto the Peace Bridge, as many people around here, both natives and visitors do on a fairly regular basis. Crossed into Canada, turned around, came back, and when he came back, he was apprehended by border agents. Now, ICE says that he was arrested because he overstayed his visa. His lawyer tells me a different story. He came here on a visa several years ago, got a job at UB as a research scientist. While that visa was still active, he applied for a more permanent status, which you're allowed to do. The visa expires, and that application for the more permanent status is what has allowed him to live and work here. He has a work authorization. It is good through basically the end of the decade. So he's been living in Buffalo and working at UB, and his colleagues tell me he's a well-respected scientist. People who know him say he's a very serious, hardworking man. His 10-year-old son is enrolled at a local swim club. The parents who know him there, say that he's a very serious man. And yet he's been detained for more than a week now. He was first detained in Batavia, and now he has been transferred to another ICE facility in rural Michigan.
What is the family telling you, or what is the attorney telling you in terms of what they're doing to get him released? Because you think when someone's here legally, this should be something that ICE figures out quickly and releases him. Yeah,
they're still kind of figuring out what to do. The attorney is weighing options, and he did find an attorney who is representing him now. And people in his community are finding ways to support him as well. The university tells me that they are working with the family and the lawyer to support him in ways they can. People at the swim club that his son is a part of, they say they're working for ways to either write letters of support or otherwise support the family, including even driving the son to and from swim practice. I'm told the son is a very talented swimmer for his age.
And going through a tough time right now, I'm sure.
And they sure are.
Yeah. Finally, in terms of the reaction to all of this, you've just published a second part to this, right? A lot of lawmakers here, on the Democratic side at least, pretty upset about this.
Yeah. Tim Kennedy, Congressman Tim Kennedy, he calls this a part of a, quote, disturbing pattern. He's referencing the shooting in Minneapolis. He's referencing this. As a result, he's calling for DHS Secretary Kristi Noem to either resign or be impeached by Congress. Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz is calling for him to be immediately released. Sean Ryan, the mayor of Buffalo, he's also expressing concern. For the record, I also placed a call to the office of Congressman Nick Langworthy. We have not heard back from him yet.
All right, investigativepost.org. Just a ton to this story, and again, two parts now with this new information. Dale, thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Appreciate your time.